Welcome to the first day of school. Well, at least the first day of virtual school. It's actually the fourth marking period. I'm excited to finally be back, starting classes again. And while I probably could have sent you a lot of this information in email, I miss talking to you. Or at least I miss talking in front of the class. Because let's be honest, this isn't going to be that different. I'm going to talk. I'm going to make a bad joke here or there. A couple of you will laugh. Most of you won't. But that's fine. All right, I'm just excited to get back and do this again. So I want to give you a little bit of an update about how things are going to work here in the fourth marking period. More specifically, how things are going to work this week. So let's talk about some of these details again. So lesson structure and really assessment structure. This week, and perhaps in many weeks, you're going to get 2 Nearpods. And those Nearpods are going to take you through a lesson in American history dealing with one of the topics that we would have been discussing if we were all together back at school. And so you're going to get 2 this week focusing on the topic of civil rights during this time period, chapter 14. Right, and according to the administration's guidelines, you're going to get them on specific days of the week, or you should be working on them on specific days of the week. So tomorrow, on Monday, Sunday night right now, but on Monday, April 6th, periods 1 through 4, if you have U.S. history, periods 1 through 4, you should be checking out Schoology to access the Nearpod. And then if you have history periods 5 to 7, you'd actually be checking out to work on history on Tuesday. All right, you need to complete 1 Nearpod before your next instructional date. So if you are in periods 1 to 4 and you get a Nearpod tomorrow, you have until Wednesday to get it done. All right, so that'll probably take you, the first one, between 40 minutes and 60 minutes if you were to divide that over 2 days. So no more than 20 or 30 minutes a day. Now, I do want to tell you something about Nearpod. If you don't finish the whole thing in one sitting, I will receive your answers, but if you go back in to open it up, your answers might be gone. All right, so if you want to see your answers the entire time, then make sure you don't close that browser until you're finished. All right, but also don't worry, I should likely be getting all of those responses, and so we'll make sure that that works this week. All right, but first lesson, if you're getting it tomorrow, on Monday, have it done before Wednesday because that's when you get your next one. On Tuesday, have it done before Thursday because that's when you get your next one. All your grades this week are coming out of those Nearpods. All right, you're going to get really, I think it's 4 separate grades. You get a small number of points for completing the activities embedded in the Nearpod, answering a poll question, responding to a short answer, something like that. And then you get a separate grade for that very last assessment at the end of the Nearpod, something that's probably going to be more a paragraph in length or size. Right? And I want to remind you here in the fourth marking period, we're not using categories like we traditionally have. This is just a points total system. All right, so every point is equal. All right, a point for the activity is equal to a point for the assessment at the end. All right, and you're not going to see traditional tests in the fourth marking period either. So it's just points system. Everything is equal. Gradebook is not weighted. And we're grading out of these Nearpods this week. And hopefully that doesn't confuse you, but it should let you know that you really want to do well on the Nearpod. All right, make sure it's your own work. Make sure you're giving it lots of effort. Make sure you're submitting it on time. All right, so you don't have to be harassed by the end of the week. All right, and then finally, all right, I just want to point out where these things are going to be located. All right, they're going to be found in 2 locations through the code sent through Schoology Messenger, which I'll probably send out an email and just give you the Nearpod code. And so in a way, you don't even have to go into Schoology. You can just take that code, open up Nearpod on your iPad, and do it. But just in case you want to get into Schoology or you can't find the message in your email, go to Schoology and let Learning from Home folder, which will be at the top, is going to contain the access codes for these Nearpods, and it'll contain other information that we do outside of Nearpods at some point as well. I hope this made sense to you. I hope you get off to a great start, not just in U.S. history, but in all of your classes this week. I'm really pulling for you guys. We're going to get through this together. And in the end, I think we're all going to find that it was a success. All right. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to communicating with you guys throughout the course of the next 2 months. We'll see you later.